Hello, everyone, and welcome back after a brief respite here to Speedrunners Arena. I'm Ferran Burgundy, and I will be bringing the action here to you on this second match in the first round of the Rat Bracket between jooniejoone and Amadeus. Bear with me as I just got off work not too long ago to get into the commentator's booth, so my normal preparation is a little less than stellar, but once we get underway here, I think I will settle in, to say the least. At least I certainly hope so. So our runners look to be set here, and we are about to get underway. All right, so a little bit of a delay on Amadeus's timer, but as you can see, there's about a 7-second differential between the two runners. So we'll see if that comes into play a little bit later, if they are neck and neck, and we see the moonfall on June's side. And Amadeus pulling it off as well here. Going to be seeing a lot of tricks, to be sure. So they're both going to make their way down to the morph ball, pick that up, and then, well, we'll see where the randomization and the logic takes both of our runners. So in traditional fashion, going to head over to the right here to another part of Blue Brinstar. Going to go into construction zone, get the first normally missiles, and this time they bring a reserve tank. No kappa here. Those tanks save lives. We have seen it time and time again throughout this tournament. And going to take the damage bump into the ceiling for some super missiles in the Brinstar ceiling. And some more supers just to the right of it. So looks like we'll have to go up to Bomb Chorizo to get some bombs. So back up the elevator into Criteria. No way to check the pit room in Old Mother Brain. I think for a lot of runners, this is the least ideal setup, having to double back because bombs are being acquired up in Bomb Chorizo and not before. Because you figure that leaves the 230 missile check behind, that leaves a lot of blue Brinstar behind. And a couple of variations on some climb techniques here in the tower. A little bit of a stumble there from Amadeus, but he's right there near the top, takes care of it. Meanwhile, in the bomb chorizo room, we have the power bombs. Now, what direction will our runners go? To my knowledge, there's no gentleman's agreement for this one, as this is serious competition as opposed to anything I'm competing in. Unless you mean me being seriously beaten, but that's a whole nother story. So Junie's going to head on into into the 230 missile location, and that is vanilla this time around. Oh, they agreed to reverse boss order. Well, see, this is what happens when I, work. The Stratlock suggesting reverse boss order. Okay. So now heading through the Terminator room is Junie, and he picks up some super missiles. All right, a little bit of a struggle there with the missile to open the door to Torian. We'll see that a little bit later. And now back over into Green Brinstar. We have the prediction going in chat, which suit will be found first. Meanwhile, we're going to mockball into the early super area. Missiles, more missiles, an energy tank. And let's see what is hidden behind. We've got another energy tank. Gonna pop on up here, and up top we have another reserve tank. So early on, 15 missiles, 15 supers, and 5 power bombs. It looks like the predictions are pretty close, 51 to 49, a slight edge to Gravity. No, and it looks like neither runner checked the back of Gauntlet. Meanwhile, down here at Edacoons, we have a super missile to start. And some more super missiles. And Amadeus is going to head on down to Edacoons as well. Working through those pesky frogs. I always thought they were crickets, but what do I know? And now up the climb here. Rolling on through, and we've got some missiles up top. Music, our restreamer, giving a suggestion there. For legal reasons, I'll say no. For anecdotal reasons, I'll say sure. And Amadeus going to pick up the missile at the top of the green climb, and Joonie heading into pink Brinstar. Lays the power bomb, and we've got X-ray, and Joonie making the right move, at least in my opinion, to pick it up. I like microwaves. Third of the way there, you can utilize a microwave technique with the charge beam, the plasma beam, and the X-ray. And we've got some super missiles in the Mission Impossible location. So we have some missiles. Looks like they're going to be ignored, but not the ones down underneath in the charge beam location. Yes, that is an important fun fact. Using X-ray in real life is not microwave food. That is good to know. Meanwhile, Joonie has successfully executed the Spore Spawn skip. And we'll see what is at the end of that. It is high jump boots. So apart from the morph ball, our first major item on the board. These boots are made for jumping. That's just what they do. And if you're not careful one of these days, those boots are going to jump all over you. We'll shout out to Nancy Sinatra. I lost 99% of the audience with that reference. Power bombs behind the wavegate glitch. Yes, a little parody lyric. Oh, these runners are going bang bang. All right, Joonie now going to head up to the pipe and is going to pick up the missiles that are behind there. That is vanilla as well. It's hard to say who really has. I mean, Joonie may have a slight lead here, but again, with the timers being off by about 7 seconds, I guess Joonie has covered a little bit more ground in that time, and he is going to opt to go up Red Tower. Nice damage boost through one of my least favorite rooms in the game. And it looks like we've got some divergence here as Amadeus is going to check out Blue Brinstar and double back. We have Spazer and Super Missiles. Oh, but there's Gravity Suit. Blue Brinstar PB. That is huge for Amadeus. Looks like the slight edge in voting. Yeah, exactly. The internet points are lost. So Amadeus not going to go back to Billy Mays or anything of that nature. And we've got some super missiles up in the beta TB room. And Amadeus going to opt to head down here. So this is as varying of a path as you can get here. So in the Spazer location, we have some supers. Shooting gonna head over toward the moat. And sees that it's some missiles. So is Junie gonna check Gauntlet, possibly? Oh, Amadeus is heading over toward Kraid, the first of the bosses. Yeah, apparently Junie gonna June. This is true. Oh, and we've got the plasma beam. The rich just keep getting on richer here on Amadeus' side. Junie, meanwhile, is checking out Gauntlet. We have a Kraid fight on the left. We have Junie making his way through the first Gauntlet room and get some desired energy, I would say. And we have a Kraid quick kill over on Amadeus' side. And we have an E-Tank in the vanilla Various suit location. So we'll see. Neither of them opted to check. Oh, and we've got Charge Beam and Super Missiles. Oh, we've got all of our microwave ingredients just spread out amongst both of our runners. All right, and in the post-Kraid frog room, we have some more supers. So at this point, our runners are definitely looking for both suits, one of which has been found by Amadeus, the gravity suit. Also, the Varia suit is still out there. Junie going to refill the power bombs at the ship. Is down to 1. Certainly not a bad play. And Amadeus is going to head into Upper Norfair, presumably to do the 3 high jump boots checks. Got some missiles to start. Some supers up top. And in the high jump boots room, some missiles as well. Oh, we've got a check here at Old Mother Brain, and it's just some missiles. So June's going to head over to Billy Mays and do that check first. Oh, clearing out just enough space there. Okay. And Amadeus is going to head into Meridia. Ooh, nice save on that jump. So we have missiles, but wait, there's more. Act now will throw in an extra set of missiles at no additional charge. All now operators are standing by. So over in Meridia, we have an E-tank there on Main Street. And Amadeus heading back out here. And there's the gravity suit for Junie. Who is making a beeline back to Red Tower. And Amadeus is going to make the climb as well here. And now Junie is going to venture south. So a little virtual high five as they both pass one another, unbeknownst to them. And Amadeus with some nice damage boosts. Junie gonna head into the Spazer room, pick up those supers. A little bit of backtracking on both here, and those are rather annoying, aren't they? Oh, and there's the Spazer. You hate to see it after picking up plasma. So a little time to menu and switch over on that. And Junie now heading to Kraid as well. And not checking that side area and leaves plasma behind. I mean, it's not crucial. If anything, it's a little more inconvenient, but it could save some time having that plasma over the course of the seed. Maybe he'll get it on the way out. The Amadeus is going to head up into Crateria. And the timing a little off there, but does get the freeze and a little bit of a delayed quick kill, but still quick nonetheless. No stand-up. And there is the energy tank. And now heading over to the ocean is Amadeus, the first of our runners to do so. Gonna go in and check mermaid missiles, which is vanilla. Now Junie's gonna go ahead and get that plasma beam. So we are gonna have ourselves a microwave here in this seed. Amadeus now gonna head to wreck ship. And as Junie picks up the supers here, let's see what's in spooky missiles at the wreck ship. Some vanilla spooky missiles. So now, will Junie go to Meridia here or head up towards... Well, first he's going to head on down and check the 3 high jump boot checks. But Varia is the target that both of our runners are seeking at this point. As we have a Fantoon battle coming here on Amadeus' side. A pretty nice Doppler there, and that's an advantage that Junie is going to have once he gets to Fantoon. He'll be able to utilize that microwave. Amadeus not finding charge as of yet. We know that's in Gauntlet. That making a good point that there have been a lot of super missiles thus far as Amadeus finishes off Fantoon here. So that charge beam is good, but it may not necessarily be needed. So Junie's going to head on into Meridia. Indeed, Fantoon was a troll, and also the sun rose in the east and set in the west. So Amadeus is going to give us a check here on the right super missile. It's just a missile this time out. And now also going to pick up that UK. Amadeus, meanwhile, off to the left. There's Speed Booster. What a find. So Junie's gonna commit here to going a little further with the exploration in Meridia. So we're gonna head up to the beach here and pick up some supers. And there are a lot of super missiles this time around. A pair of checks here for Junie after a little more traversing through Yellow Meridia. Amadeus about to head back through the Steep of Death. And a reserve tank and a set of missiles. Well, I don't know if they're necessarily 100%ing everything. I mean, they do certainly have a lot of ammo in the arsenal. That is a good point. There was some discussion as far as a potential pre-match agreement, and I hadn't really thought about it because I usually grab this much and more, but then again, I am not nearly as good at this game as either of these two, as evidenced a couple of nights ago. And we have some super missiles up in the attic. And Junie's going to head on out of Meridia and probably head over to wrecked ship. And chat giving the presumption that maybe there's an agreed upon goal to gather just south of 70% of the items that are available. As Missiles in the Sky is vanilla as well. And we've got Spring Ball. Sorry, MM2, that is being picked up by Amadeus. So not a bad haul, all things considered, thus far. And we've got a couple of more checks here. Amadeus going to get as much momentum as possible. Is looking a little low on energy, but just gets it there. To answer the question in chat, charge was in the left back of Gauntlet. So Junie now going to pick up the spooky missiles as Amadeus is going bowling. And Junie en route to a battle with Fantoon. But with Speed Booster, can get the item that's here. We'll see if he opts to make that play. There's a reserve tank. Yeah, he's going to pick it up. Yep, going to forge on ahead here, and we have some missiles. Meanwhile, Junie getting that microwave ready. Oh, very timely energy tank for Amadeus in the vanilla gravity suit spot. And Junie microwaves Fantoon. And they're at 2 bosses apiece. And now Amadeus is going to take a save here and restore some of those power bombs. And here's our first check into the landing site power bombs, which are some missiles. Joonie now going to pick up his speed booster. Feeling the need for speed. And a horizontal shine spark right on through. And Amadeus is going to make his way to the end here and pick up that charge beam as well. Joonie, meanwhile, going through the spiky room of death. Now, of note, neither of our runners, we're almost 35 minutes in here, neither of our runners have found the Varia suit yet, which pretty much prevents a majority of the access to, I shouldn't say presents, but it presents a problem for a majority of the access to Norfair. It's the heat suit. Now, as part of Super Metroid Randomizer Accessible, or SMRAT as it's known, or SMRAT, hell runs are not required. But with the caliber of our 2 runners here tonight, it might be a possibility if they're feeling behind. So now heading back on through, I'm wondering, is Amadeus going to make a play for... Oh gosh, probably the waterway? That's kind of what I'm thinking here. I mean, you've got speed booster, you've got the gravity suit. Those are the 2 things you need. Big head of steam there, getting on through. And that's exactly where Amadeus is going for. Is that going to be what this steed is expecting as far as the logic? To get gravity, go all the way up to wreck ship, pick up the speed booster, and then come through here? I've seen troll here, but nope, it's just missiles this time around. Missiles in the sky now for Joonie, and he's also going to pick up his spring ball. And yeah, good point. Make sure to give both of our runners a follow here, as they have kept this extremely close and competitive and rather interesting throughout. And we're still only maybe a little less than halfway through it here. And make sure to show some love to the folks behind the scenes as well. Music75, our restreamer, Also, Sailor Jade, our tracker, and a little love appreciated as well toward me. I'm Ferran Burgundy. I am the play-by-play voice here for this evening, at least in this race. And that is a good point in chat that, yes, the Ice Beam could allow for a search, an in-logic search at Varia, or for Varia, I should say, at the Climb Stupor location in Criteria. The only Criteria location that has not been checked yet. And we have the energy tank at the Main Street Missiles location. So a lot of energy here. I don't know if Amadeus checked Billy Mays, but we know that Billy Mays is a pair of missiles. Yeah, there definitely looks to be something that was agreed upon based on the items grabbed, as this is something you'd see out of my play as far as the amount of ammunition grabbed. I wonder if we're going to get a Climb Super check here from Joonie. He's going to take these things out of the way. Meanwhile, up in Yellow Meridia is Amadeus. And the Climb Supers are vanilla. I'm with you, Chad. I'm wondering where the progression is here. Maybe Bubble Mountain? All right, well, we have missiles at the Aqueduct missile location. And Screw Attack. That'll certainly help with Lower North there. And we're about to have some microwaved eel over on Amadeus' side. To answer the question in chat, we believe that there is some sort of a pre-match agreement between the two, and Amadeus trying to go through the door a little hastily and ends up just missing the happy, but not by much. So Joonie doubling back through Blue Brinstar as Amadeus gonna check out the precious missiles, and it's an E-tank. So we're about to have boss number 3 on Amadeus' side. As Joonie picks up his missiles at the waterway. And there is that microwave coming into play. Yep, just need to nuke a little longer, and there we go. And we're going to get a check behind Dragon here at the Vanilla Space Jump location. And it's some supers as well. Interesting. Joonie's going to make a play here for X-Ray? Looks to be the case here. And gets a nice jump over to there. Doesn't even check it, which leads me to think that there definitely is some sort of agreement here, and the X-Ray has a missile. Chat asking if we get to see Shaq Tool tonight, and there might be a possibility of it, depending on what they they agreed. And Amadeus is going to make a trip into the right sand pit. And we've got missiles on the left, which he's going to get. And missiles on the right. All right, Junie looking to do a short charge here. Gets it, and is going to pick up that E-tank. Meanwhile, Amadeus is utilizing an X-ray climb? And Junie is going back for that E-tank. Maybe... maybe this is 100% agreement after all. So it seems like there's a little bit of planned chicanery and tomfoolery here. So as Amadeus is throwing a Meridia rave party, Junie dispatches with Bot Wound rather quickly here. And Junie not quite able to get the halfie either. This is a rather unique strategy to utilize in a race. Junie, meanwhile, is on the Dragon fight. And he got it. Meanwhile, Mac microwaves the Dragon, and we're back to even on bosses. But I think both of these runners here are plotting some sort of 100% here, given that they've got more than enough ammo to take on Mother Brain here, and this is coming from me, who isn't that good at this game. I commentated a lot better than I played. And we've got super missiles at Shack Tool. Yeah, considering we haven't seen Grapple, the likelihood... Oh, wow. Chad is not thrilled with the fact that there was a Shaq Tool kill on the way out. My, how quickly they turned. And Joonie going to pick up his screw attack, and Amadeus, I would imagine, is going to head on over to the plasma location. That would be a heck of a heads-up play. I don't know if logistically oh yeah, that... Oh my goodness, I stand corrected. Varia's suit was at plasma. So I have no clue what the intended logic was to get that. Unless, say, Space Jump was at... Yeah, grapple or speed at Bubble Mount. Well, speed we found out was at yes. Oh, you mean grapple or space at Bubble Mountain? I was gonna say speed we found out was at Wreck Ship left super missile. And yeah. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, yes, Varia at Plasma is basically 100% seed. And now Joonie going to make the same play here, and not too far after is going to get his Varia suit. This is absolutely wild. So all that's left of Meridia is the left sand pit. Which I would imagine that's where Amadeus is heading now. Oh, and Amadeus falls down the... I think it was the right one? Yeah, this is a little bit of a repeat. Meant to go to the left sand pit, but fell down the right one. And now, if this agreement is correct, is going to have to go back into the left sand pit to collect the 2 items that are there. Again, going under the presumption that this is an agreed upon 100% seed, which I'm starting to think is the case here. So while I haven't kept count of the individual items that both runners have collected, this just got pretty evened up here. You know, I don't know, because that would mean that they would have to got done after the credits are all rolled. Oh, and there's Space Jump and some super missiles as well. And now a speed booster that makes certain that Amadeus gets to the left sand pit. I had a feeling something was up when they both picked up Spazer after picking up Plasma. So this has gotten pretty even here, and we've gotten ourselves an unintended 100% rando race going on here, at least initially thought, I should say. So now over to the ice beam check for Joonie, and that is our regular bomb. Now we go here to Crumble Shaft. And we've got some missiles there. Man, they're going to make me fill out my full commentator bingo card tonight. That is for sure. Yes, for those who missed it, Varia was found rather late as it was in the vanilla plasma beam location. But we do believe that there was a pre-match agreement between both runners, untold to the rest of us, that they were going to do a 100% rando race. So Joonie's now going to head down to Lower North there. And is heading to the left, and we're going to see a little bonus content here as we very seldom see GT. That gold chorizo. They did not take out Spore Spawn. All right, we have a super missile at the cathedral. Meanwhile, an energy tank down at the GT missiles. And some supers at the vanilla location there. I was gonna say, I'm feeling a bit peckish myself despite just having dinner, so I think it's contagious. So Joonie gonna take out Gold Chorizo here. Picks up the missile and has the Shine Spark. and utilizes it accordingly. Oh, and a nice fly through. As Junie's now hustling up through the worst room in the game. And we're about to make a little check at the everybody's favorite hidden cartoon mouse, which has some missiles. Generic rodent mascot room. Yeah, this has been rather spectacular across the board. So now over into the Power Bombs of Shame location, and we've got Wave Beam. The Wave of Shame. And the speed boost and 3 super missiles, and that takes care of those metal pirates. That is very true, yes. Wave of shame when someone waves at someone behind you and you wave back. So missiles in the generic mouse spot. So we have guesses as to where the ice beam is. And it's not behind Ridley, as that is a set of missiles. So yeah, there's still a good amount of Norfair to be discovered. As our runners, they're looking to 100% everything here. And Ice Beam seems to be the only item not retrieved as far as the major items go. And, oh, there's some... Oh, there's a little high five there between the two. As Amadeus is entering Ridley's lair and Junie is departing it. And we've got the microwave strat going on the metal pirates for Amadeus, and he quickly moves through. Great dodging of the key hunter there. That was very pixel close for sure. And And Junie gonna head on down into the Firefly Funhouse and picks up some super missiles. Amadeus, meanwhile, is on the Ridley fight. I mean, they have long since been in go mode, but if they're planning on 100%ing it, they still have a little bit more work to do. All right, and there's some super missiles at the Spring Ball maze location. And heading over into the jail for an energy tank. Amadeus has dispatched to Ridley, and Junie is going to head over toward the Three Musketeers, and we've got some super missiles there as well. So that confirms that Ice Beam is somewhere in Upper Norfair. Could it be in Croc? Could it be in Bubble Mountain? Could it be in the Norfair Reserve? Possibly Speed or Wave? Nice speedball through on Amadeus' side. Junie is going to take a look here at the wave area. We've got an E-tank at the wave missiles location. And super missiles at the wave beam. So there's only 12 locations where Ice Beam can be, but I believe both of our runners are going to be going to all 12 of those locations, as they're going to 100% everything here. Oh yeah, Grapple Beam still yet to be found amongst these 12 locations. So now we have the speed check. And we've got some power bombs there at the speed missiles, as Amadeus continuing to work on the escape. And at speed we have missiles. So that leaves 10 checks that we do not know about. Yeah, Amadeus does still need to do Billy Mays. Junie still needs to do Shaq Tool. So yes, this is rather close here. Junie now going to head over to Norfair Reserve. We have 3 checks there. We've got the supers. And then 2 in the back. Those missiles that are hidden... Actually, no, that's where the reserve tank normally would be. And then there's an E-tank in the hidden location. So unless I missed something here, I think it's just down to 7 locations. And I did not, as this is one of the ones that I wasn't certain about. And there's supers as well, so Those who say always bet on Croc, it looks like the grapple beam is at least French vanilla. And we have ice down there as well. And yes, Amadeus did an X-ray climb to Shack, and that is something that I had not seen before until tonight. And now we have the Croc fight here, a quick charge of the plasma wave, and that will take care of Crocomire, and got a little swag moonwalking along the way here. And an energy tank at the end. That's vanilla as well. Meanwhile, Amadeus over in the speed area. So Joonie has all the E-tanks, is going to fly on through. Yeah, no spike suit. And power bomb. So that's also vanilla here. So 4 locations left for grapple and ice beam. Yeah, Croc has been full vanilla. We know ice is going to be one of them. And Joonie going to skip that check, probably pick it up on the way out. Not a dumb question at all, as grapple is vanilla as well. Both runners are, they have made an agreement prior to the start of this race that they were both going to 100% it. So they have long since gotten everything that they need to beat the game. They are just gathering 100% of the items by choice. And this is something that was unbeknownst to me until about midway through the race. And this is merely a presumption just based on their movement. So we have power bomb at the grapple missiles location. Or actually, rather, that's where ice was, excuse me. And there's one item left, and that's Crocomire Escape. Apparently this year's theme is Don't Tell the Commentator. So Amadeus, having dispatched of Crocomire, is now just waiting on the cutscene. And the Croc Escape is the missiles. So apparently we're being told 315 is the count. So there's the supers. I'm just trying to do the math here. So 295. So would it be three? Where are you getting 315 from, this Arius? Oh, that he had. He has more now. Oh, okay. So yeah, it looks like with the Shack Tool Supers that it's 330 total pieces of ammunition, 160 missiles, 140 super missiles, and 30 power bombs. Let's see. So that's 66 items, and then let's see, 14 E-tanks, 4 reserve. I'm just trying to do the math and everything in my head here. So June's making his way through Shack Tool. Understandably impatiently here. Yeah, that would add up to 100, just putting it all together here. Yeah, 32 missiles, 28 super missiles, 6 power bombs, 14 energy tanks, 4 reserve tanks, the 14 major items you see on the screen there: charge, ice beam, wave beam, phaser, plasma, morph ball, Varia suit, spring ball, high jump boots, space jump, bomb, or morph bomb, I should say, grapple beam, space or speed booster rather, and screw attack, as well as grapple and X-ray. That is 100%. So Amadeus still needs to get 3 more missile packs and 2 more super missile packs. Yes, this was apparently an agreed upon stipulation by both runners prior to the start, to which we were unbeknownst. So yes, Junie at this point is in climb and go mode. Amadeus has a little bit of work to do here. we're gonna get a spore spawn fight. Unbelievable. This is apparently, yes, 100% all bosses. And a quick charge, and just like that, out is out is Junie, and yeah, that looks to be it here. Amadeus, meanwhile, I wonder if there's a bit of uncertainty as to where something was left behind. I mean, you got the 2 missile packs in Philly Maze. That was a nice speedball, yes indeed. All right, well, here's Old Mother Brain, so that completes the missile count. Now it's just 2 places where super missiles are. One of them, I believe, is in Climb Supers. As Junie now the first to enter Torian. And under normal circumstances with vanilla settings, yes, it would be 230 missiles, but there's a balance of missiles and super missiles that are put in, as generally in the vanilla game there are fewer super missiles. And that is an excellent question. I'm not sure what Amadeus has missed here. Amadeus taking a bit of a gander. Yeah, this is... Well, he's aware that something's missing, but isn't sure necessarily where. Got the Climb Tower supers. To answer the question that just came in chat, it appears as though both runners had agreed prior to the start of the race to do a full 100% all bosses run. As we have Junie now working on the possible baby skip here. But not able to do it. Amadeus heading back through. Junie had to get all of that health taken down because they opted to 100%. That's all 14 E-tanks. Yeah, it was rather trolly. Chat does make a good point in that the Varia suit was at Plasma's vanilla location. So even without the agreement, this would have been longer than usual for 2 players of this caliber. Let's see. X-rays had missiles. So there is a super missile location that's missing. Just trying to look through and see. where there might be something. Yeah, he did X-ray. Going into Meridia for a quick map check. Meanwhile, the charged plasma shot's going to make quick work of Mother Brain. And here comes the hand faking out a little bit. Yep, there's the catch-up beam. And this is going to be quite a damage down, but I think he's looking to do stand-up glitch here. Crumble Shaft was a missile, so that couldn't have been it here. I think they both went through attic. Yeah, we're all trying to figure it out here. And that's possible, too. It could be somewhere that he already visited. Joonie, meanwhile, is doing the stand-up glitch here and trying to take down as much of Mother Brain's energy as possible, so there'll be fewer of those hyper beam shots. And it just took one. So Joonie is making the escape. Amadeus is booking it towards wrecked ship. And we have a clip here from Mad Peter thinking that it might be... Oh no, it's saying that he checked it. All right, well, we'll certainly find that out as we may have to go back and watch the tape perhaps. But get out your GGs for jooniejoone, who is going to take first place in this race with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 55 seconds. So to answer the questions in chat, it looks like they had agreed upon doing a 100% gathering of items. And I guess Amadeus perhaps seeing the finish and is going, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and finish it and we'll have to figure it out. Yeah, exactly. When there's 28 different locations, it's kind of hard to say where exactly it could be. I mean, Bubble Mountain was a super missile. It could very well be possible. And we're being told that Junie will be in for an interview in a minute or two. Normally, we'd watch the credits to see where certain missing items were, but based on the agreement here, nothing was missing. And yes, because I scrambled to get here to get this started sooner rather than later, my awareness of the results of the first race was unbeknownst until now. So yes, Junie has gotten the 2-game sweep and is going to advance in this best 2 of 3. But yes, that will certainly be a question that will be well, we'll certainly find out about once we're joined here. And well, we have a hijacking of Invarial.
Well, you said you didn't see what happened in match 1, and I did. And I mostly finished my dinner now, so if you don't mind the company...
I certainly do not mind.
We'll just tag team this interview then.
Absolutely.
This was a pretty crazy race to watch.
It was a heck of a surprise, that's for sure.
I'll bet.
It one of those things where it just kind of hit you as you were going along. I'm thinking, oh, all right, the ammo's getting up there a little bit.
And there's jooniejoone. Junie, GG on both of your races.
Thank you. Hello.
This was certainly a surprise. You had me thrown for a little while, and yeah, chat certainly figured it out before I did.
Can I just stop for a second? Did Amadeus just get a speed zep skip?
I missed it.
I think he just got a speed zep skip.
Apparently,
yes, he did. We're being told.
Sorry, I just saw that and I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, so Amadeus and I just decided, we're both idiots, basically, is the long and short of it. And we're both, dirty memers, and we just kind of talked ahead of time. We wanted to do something, and so we just kind of, he picked a thing and I picked a thing. He picked the hundo, and I picked the RBO.
It's unfortunate because, as you can tell by the item counts, he's missing a super missile pack.
Oh no! Where didn't he go?
No idea.
We have been trying to figure it out for a little bit. There are some questions coming in from chat. One was the decision to go after Spore Spawn. Was that part of a 100% all bosses agreement, or was that just kind of some extra self-professed idiocy?
No, it was 100% all bosses. Yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't, so it wasn't just Spo for fun. Okay.
No, did Amadeus do Spo?
He did not, because I think once he saw your dot done, he kind of gave up on looking and went after Mother Brain, as we see in the fight here currently.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, there seems to be some thought that maybe the Bubble Mountain supers. I mean, it's hard to say. There were 28 different checks with super missiles, right. So it's we've been brainstorming about it for the better part of the last 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah, there was another there was another question in chat, which was, if this went to a game 3, what was the game 3 rule going to be?
We were just going to do 3 tanks.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Which would have been tricky, because the item that I was thinking about was early supers, like behind the reserve there. I would not want to pick up my 3 tanks before getting there, because if there happened to be a tank in front and then something important like Varia behind that would be game over.
Well, it would be a reset for sure.
Yeah.
Or an agreement in the IRC, like, hey, I'm going 4.
Yeah, I guess we could do that too.
Because you're both adults.
That's true. We are both adults.
Self-professed idiots, but also adults.
This second seed, though, holy cow. I'm glad that we did it this way, because I think it would have been a nightmare playing it straight. With Varia where it was and ice, so you would have to go up and get speed from Wreck Ship, which I don't know. It's, you know, it's hard to say. I might have gone up to Wreck Ship first under different circumstances, but you had to get speed in order to get through Meridia and get Varia, which was just buried buried deep in Meridia. Yeah, I'm glad that we did it this way, even though it was kind of a slog as it was.
I mean, and at an hour and 32, you're barely coming in a minute faster than Ferran and myself. Don't want to toot our own horns here, but
I don't know. It's
entirely...
they're pretty flat horns, if that's the case. It's more of a
right.
kind of a horn.
Look, it was an entirely different seed, and we didn't 100% it, but we still came in within a minute of Joonie's best. All right.
Was it a rough seed? I didn't see this one.
No,
we're just rough players.
We just aren't rat players.
Oh.
Or mouse, or gerbil. No, I'm speaking for myself on that one.
Or you know, whatever comes after gerbil next year when we add a 4th bracket.
I'm still lobbying for guinea pig.
Ooh, I like that. I have to ask, did Amadeus kill Shack Tool?
Yes. Maybe. He at least went to Shack Tool.
Oh, and we have an animal tease, it looks like here.
As it should be.
Oh, he killed Shack Tool twice, and X-Ray climbed up without grapple. X-Ray climbed up to check Shack Tool.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing that was really funny. Like, both of the Shack Tool access items were at Croc.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was going through this whole thing, I was like, how am I supposed to get to Shack Tool? I mean, these items have to show up somewhere. And then both of them.
And they were last locationed, yeah.
Yeah. Did Amadeus do the same thing? Did he last location those?
Pretty
or did
much.
He go to Croc earlier?
No, you both were pretty similar going to Croc here, and now we've got some... yeah, we have some... Okay, it's kind of tempting the clock a little bit here. Now some IBJs kind of at the start here, some bombings, just putting a little hyper beam into the mix, and now finally finishes it up here.
Beautiful.
And
GG.
the official SRL time is 1 hour 42 minutes and 39 seconds.
GG. So I was kind of scared. I was floundering coming out of Wreck Ship. Well, first of all, I forgot about Waterway. I would have routed that differently if I had been thinking about Waterway. I would have done Criteria PBs, then climbed Supers, then Waterway, and then made my way down. But I just did that really weird, and then I had issues I was X-ray Hall, and like I was like, man, I'm losing so much time here. So after that business, I was feeling a little behind, honestly, after that.
GG, Joonie.
Thank you. GG to you too.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I only got 99%.
And you didn't kill Spore Spawn, so...
Oh, yeah.
GG to you, though. Both of those races were very enjoyable to watch. When chat figured out that you were doing reverse boss order, as Junie, you skipped past Craig's door on the way out of Norfair, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then Amadeus did the same, and was like, oh, okay.
Something's going on, right?
Yeah.
I was wondering how long it would take everyone to catch on.
Right about there, actually. Right about that point right there, when you both went past Craig's door, it was like, okay, they arranged something. Everything's fine.
Amadeus, I referred to both of us as idiots. I hope that's okay.
Oh, I totally agree with that.
All right, cool. Just to be sure.
And had to do some goofing around at the end there.
Yeah, chat saying that I think we caught on to the hundo when you picked up your 65th missiles.
Yeah. Boy, I forgot how long it takes to pick up all of the items in this game when there's fanfare. It's, boy.
Yeah, that took forever.
Yeah, like after I killed Ridley, I was like, boy, you know, I could go to Turian right now, but I still have to go through all of Upper Norfair. I have to go kill not kill Shack-Tool, but go to Shack-Tool. I have to go kill what's his face up in Brinstar, Spo.
You know, what's his face up in Brinstar. Of the Brinstar, what's his faces?
That's right.
So, Junie, I'm disappointed to tell you that this 132.56 100% would not beat your 127.49 100%. But it would put you 217th on the leaderboard.
Is that a prime number? Not that matters. I just
maybe.
It sounds like a prime number.
Is 217 prime? No.
Oh.
What is the prime factorization of 217? 7 to the power of 1 times 31 to the power of 1, where 7 and 31 are prime numbers.
Ah.
But that does mean that it could be that could be your private or public key in cryptography, except that it is 3 digits long and nowhere near the 64 digits long required to make it work. But that's entirely beside the point.
It'd probably be good enough for me.
Yeah, maybe. Your 142.38 would put you just ahead of ENT91 at 327th place.
GG.
Amadeus. And no, that is decidedly not prime, as 3 and 27 are both divisible by 3.
Did anybody catch where the one item I missed was at?
No. Maybe Waterway?
They're saying maybe Cathedral, too.
I know I got Waterway. Cathedral. I thought
there are 28 different locations, so I'm I don't know, it's one of those where you'd have to, like, review the tape to...
Yeah. Just start naming one-off locations in chat. Chat, did you check Terminator? Terminator, did you check Terminator? Front of
sure.
Yeah, right, so there's Terminator. I can look through because I took notes and I know where all 100 items were. So there's Terminator E-Tank. There's the right side of back of Gauntlet. There was Climb Supers were vanilla. Let's see here. The attic in Wreck Ship. I forget the name of the room, but after you go through the spiky room of death and climb all the way up and around.
Oh, that's Wreck Ship E-Tank.
Wreck Ship E-Tank. Let's see here. Super. Edicoon's energy tank. Edicoon's super missile. Let's see. Mission Impossible. Looking through here. All right. Brinstar ceiling, and just to the right, you got that in the very beginning. Let's see. Alpha and Beta each had one. Spazer had one. The Frog Room after Kraid had one. Flipping over here, the False Wall in Yellow Meridia. Let's see, the left sand pit was space, but I think when you got space, got that. Shack Tool, of course. The E-Tank right after Bot Wound, maybe? I don't know.
Mujik is suggesting the generic rodent mascot room.
I'm pretty sure I got Mickey Mouse.
No, that was just a plain missile.
Oh.
And both runners
right,
did get
Bubble
it.
Mountain. Yeah, I think Jester Zooks has it right. I don't think I got the bottom right of Bubble Mountain.
Only one way to find out. Reset, go check.
I never saved.
Oh, you never saved. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Well, reset, go check. We'll wait.
Okay, gonna keep the restream going?
Probably not.
And I feel I still had a couple good highlights during the run. Like, get the speed
absolutely.
zeb skip I was happy about.
Yeah, I saw that. I just turned on the stream and you did and I got that. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, first try. I was just
I
like,
tried.
at that point I was like, let's have some fun. Let's just try for it at least once. And
Yeah,
I got it. I'm like, all right, cool.
that was awesome. I tried one and missed. So,
Ah, bummer.
and I only tried one. Then I just did a down back.
Yeah. X-ray
Speaking
climb
of
the swag.
Speaking of having fun, the X-ray climb into Shack Tool. Tell us a little bit about. That's the first time I'd ever seen that, so I was all kinds of flabbergasted.
Oh, the X-ray climb?
Yeah, I didn't even know that was the thing that could happen.
Yeah. Like at that point I was like, I don't want to have to come all the way back here just for this check whenever I find grapple, so it's like I can just X-ray climb it. This is fine.
I thought about it, honestly, but then I was like, well, I mean, we're getting all of the items, so if I just make this the last place I go, I'll have, super good movement to get over here. But I did think about it. I considered X-ray climbing up there too.
I just didn't want to have to backtrack for it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm kind of going through here, and I think it might be that bubble, the Bubble Mountain location. I'm looking back around the hour and 2 minute mark, kind of passed by it to go down to Lower Norfair, and then after the Lower Norfair escape, here in the hour and 15 minute mark, you took care of Wave, took care of Space, took care of Norfair Reserve, and then went down to Croc, it looks like.
yeah.
So I
It
think
was
Bubble
definitely-
Mountain might have been the one.
Yeah, it was definitely the bottom of Bubble Mountain.
Thank goodness for instant replay.
Yes.
As I'm reviewing the tape while you're going with the interview here. Well, reviewing the stream. Yeah, I'm showing my age by saying reviewing the tape.
And with that first race, doing the RBO, it was kind of scary when I was doing stand-up and got stuck in the crouch.
Yeah.
I was just like-
Chat mentioned something like Mother Brain's foot catch-up beam saving you.
Yeah. Like, as soon as our foot hit me, it just knocked me back, and then I was standing, I was like, okay, this will work. I was literally about to start typing the dot forfeit.
Oh.
Yeah. And then that happened, and I was like, okay, let me finish the run.
The first seed was very, very nice. Shadow came in 5 seconds ahead of you. Shadow, of course, being in the other race. And he clearly did not do reverse boss order.
How did everybody else get up worst room in the game in that one, by the way?
I think that Amadeus and Glacio also froze the pirate. I know that by
I did
that
an
point,
IBJ.
Oh, you did an IBJ.
Oh, you had bombs.
That would do it.
Yeah.
That would do it. I think at that point, Shadow already had Space Jump, having done Fantoon earlier.
Okay. Yeah, because that was super scary to me. I'm not very good at that, and I don't. I mean, you saw me reset the room a bajillion times.
It was like twice.
Yeah. For the first time, I couldn't remember. I forgot to blow up the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then
Your power bomb killed it.
Yeah, and then the second time I forgot that laying that power bomb would actually hurt the pirate, so so I ended up murdering him, and I think I murdered him a third time too. I don't remember, but I finally got it, and
Yeah,
it was rough.
some slick wall jumps.
Well, thank you.
During this
They
race,
are hard.
like, sure everyone noticed at one point as I was going through Cacatac Alley, had a little rage moment there. Not
What did
sure
you do?
what was going on, but I was like dropping inputs or something and just couldn't get out of the spikes for a minute.
Heck.
So I had some choice words for Samus I'm not going to repeat on SRA.
We appreciate that, since this is a PG channel.
Yeah,
Or a G channel or something. Red keeps correcting me whenever I say anything, so it's it's a channel.
I just refer to it as family friendly.
There we go.
And I'm pretty sure if I were to say some naughty words, I'd probably lose my mod status.
We don't want that.
We don't.
Nope.
All right. Well, thanks you two for commentating.
Nope, just
look
for
forward-
on this one.
Oh, you did
Invario
jump
came
up
in
into
just for the interview since
Oh.
I was working during your first race, so he
I
was able
see.
to fill in the gaps of information that I didn't have, having seen the second race here and called it myself.
Yeah, I selfishly wanted to eat food tonight, so
That's- How could you be so selfish? Jeez.
I took today off from work so that I could have a day to myself. All right.
No, thanks a lot. I say it all the time, but it's so great that there's so many people in the community that put all of this together and make it happen, and it's so great. That's all I have to say. It's just it makes me very happy. It gives me warm fuzzies, and I think that's all I have to say about the seed. Unless you had any other questions.
No, I don't have any other questions.
Okay.
No, I think that's gonna wrap things up to the best of my knowledge here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna step out then, let you guys finish up, and thanks again, and I will talk to y'all later.
Indeed. Take care, Junie.
You too.
And thank you everyone for putting up with our antics.
Hey, your antics were fun to watch. There was this, I don't know if you heard, but there was this whole commentator race a couple days ago where the three of us that do comms that didn't enter the tournament raced against one another, and it was a thing. It was a thing.
It lasted about as long as your race did, and we definitely did not 100%.
I caught part of that race. I wasn't able to see the whole thing though.
You're probably the better for it.
All right, well, I'm gonna hop out of the voice chat. Thanks
Right on.
everybody for watching, and thank you to the Restream team. And I hope everyone has a great day or night, whatever it is for them. I'll see you all later.
Well, that is going to do it for the SMRAT action here today, but fret not, tomorrow there is beyond a plethora going on here. There are 15 matchups set up starting at noon Eastern and going all the way through 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So yes, there is plenty of SMRAT action. I could tell you about all the matchups, but I'd pretty much talk up to noontime tomorrow, and we definitely don't want to do that. So with that, I think we are going to. I believe there were suggestions of sending things over to J Chalk. We do want to thank you for tuning in. Make sure to give all of our runners a follow, or both of our runners in this case here, as well as our behind-the-scenes team, Music 75, Sailor Jade, as well as our runners, Amadeus, Zeno, and jooniejoone. For everyone here at Speedrunners Arena, until next time, I'm Ferran Burgundy saying stay classy, my friends, stay safe, and see you next mission. Good night, everyone.